Alright guys, today I'm going to teach you one of the most powerful words that creates tension, energy, and most importantly, it puts you in control. And that's what we need to make sure that we can achieve, is you being in control of the situation. And this one word that will help you stay calm and controlled is silence. Now, a lot of guys panic when things don't go their way. They begin over-explaining things, they're going to beg for validation, and they're going to try and force attraction. But men who truly understand seduction and social dynamics, they know that the most powerful secret weapon that practically no one talks about is silence. So today I'm going to show you different ways on how to use silence to stay dominant, build attraction, and more importantly, turn the tables when things aren't going your way. Okay? So the first thing is, you need to stop trying to fill the silence. A big mistake that a lot of guys make is they can't handle silence in a conversation. Now, when a woman takes too long to reply, a lot of guys rush to fill the gap with nervous talking. Now, the next time you feel the urge to over-explain yourself, pause. Let the silence sit. Hold the eye contact. And try and see who breaks the silence first. Because you need to be comfortable with that tension. It signals confidence, whilst over-talking screams insecurity. Now, a lot of women are going to notice this, and there's a good chance she'll be the one to break the silence first. So give her that opportunity to break the silence first. She will be the one initiating and investing in the conversation, which puts you in the control seat. And that's what you really need. Another thing is that silence creates mystery, intrigue, and a lot of tension, to be honest. Now, women are naturally drawn into mystery, but guys that give everything away too soon, they explain their whole life story, their intentions, and every little thought that they've got. There's nothing left to discover. So, you need to think of ways to use silence strategically, okay? Let her wonder about yourself. When she asks, "What do you do?" instead of giving her a straight answer, pause for a second, smirk, and then say, "Take a guess. What does it look like I do? What kind of energy do I give off?" That tiny moment of silence before you answer is going to create intrigue. And the less that you reveal all at once, she'll want to know more. And that is such a powerful way to utilize silence. Now, the most powerful form of silence that I've learned is to stay silent during conflict. It shows that you can be calm and dominant in pure chaos. And let's face it, women's natural energy can be pure chaos. So, you need to learn to stay confident and stay quiet when you need to. Rather than trying to fix everything or trying to shout and yell and panic, let everybody else do the panicking around you. So it's important to know when to take a back seat. Now let's say you said something to a girl and she tries to test you. And she says, "You probably say that to all the girls." Now most guys would get quite defensive and they try to over-explain themselves to win her approval. But the thing is that she's trying to see if you're going to sweat. So, instead of trying to react so much, just hold the pause, give us some eye contact. Maybe you could say, "What do you think?" And just say nothing. Really hold that. And that is going to be so powerful. Let her feel the weight of her own words. Let her be the one to break her own silence. Because you don't need to over-explain yourself. That alone is going to make you magnetic. Now, that is one form of conflict that you might come across, and that's a more playful form of conflict. But let's say things really aren't going your way. You've been chatting to a girl for a while, and you're trying to keep hold of the frame, you want to control everything, and she's just not letting you. She keeps on trying to do things her way, and you're not having any of it. And this is where you use silence as a tool to punish. And this is where you pull back. If things don't go your way, you pull back and go, I did not approve that behavior. But you don't need to say that. Your silence is going to be piercingly loud. Now, let's say she messages you and you decide to go cold. And chances are she's going to message you again. Now, this might take a day or two. You need to let the silence sit. The longer you leave that silence, the more it's going to play on her mind. This is why pull-push works so well, because it creates that air of mystery, but also, if she can't get a reaction out of you, she's not going to feel like she's in control. And so, what you're essentially doing is letting her react for you. And I've done this a few times where someone has messaged me and I wasn't happy with them. So I let them see that I had even read it. I wasn't going to ignore it. They knew that I had read it. And I still refused to message them back. And they messaged me the next day and the next day until they had messaged me about 3 or 4 times. And I could tell it was making them go crazy. And then finally, when I did message back, they responded immediately. And after that, they realized that they couldn't push me in that way ever again because they had fear of losing me. And that is something that's very powerful that can only be achieved through silence. And that's where you essentially create your own ground rules, and you need to let them know through those actions that you will not tolerate particular behavior. So there are fun ways of using silence, and there are some more devious ways of using silence, but I can't tell you how powerful saying nothing truly is. People keep on thinking that they have to do something, don't realize that doing nothing really is doing something powerful. So, with that being said, if any of this resonated with you, maybe drop a like or a message or a comment, and let me know if you got any value out of this, if you found the power of silence yourself and you realize how immensely powerful it is. And until next time, guys, keep on seducing.